Welcome back, everybody. It's a real busy day on the farm today. We are going to be clearing out a bunch of stuff out of the shed. The chicken coop's completed. We've got to make some room because we are getting our heat installed in the new building, which is really excited, and they need room to be able to maneuver everything. So that's the plan for today. Well, that was a lot harder than I thought it would be. The old farmwell here doesn't have power steering, and that really makes things tough when you're trying to back things up and park it in place. So, but we're happy to have the chicken coop out. It is all ready to go, ready for chickens. And so now it's just a matter of getting these chicks big enough so that they're ready to be safe and be warm enough outside. So. thing we noticed when we used the grapple the first time was that the hydraulic hoses weren't in a great space for the tractor, and so they're bolted down here, but that ended up stretching them out a little bit when we connected them over here. So we're going to make that change, and then hopefully we'll be ready to go. Well, we got the grapple bucket all hooked up and ready to go, so when it warms up a little bit here later this week and dries out, we'll be able to stack some more brush piles and get those burning. And a few new arrivals here over the last week are a couple of these crossbred animals that we got in, and then some of the cows over here are British whites, and so that's a fairly popular cross that people do, and will really help. Our goal is to really improve our grass genetics, so that's one of the main drivers for adding this breed of cows, is to help finish some more animals out on grass alone and be able to take advantage of that. When we first got into cattle, our goal was to raise everything on grass alone, and so that was one of the reasons why we started with this breed. And as we kind of got to know the breed a little bit better and expanded our operations, we found that some animals needed just a little bit of help to get finished. They just couldn't quite do what we were wanting them to do. Our genetics that we had on our herd and the genetics that we bought just weren't quite there yet, and so so some of them do get a little bit of grain to help. We found that crossbreeding them, like number 118 here, with a little bit of shorthorn and or red Angus or Devon breeds really helps a lot, while still maintaining that really high quality Highland beef that we love. And this is going to work out really well. These 3 British white cows that we got are from Missouri, where there's a lot of really good grass genetics, and so all 3 of these are bred, and so we're excited for their calves. Their calves will most likely come a little bit earlier than some of the Highland calves, and then we'll breed them back to a Highland bull for calves in 2023. So again, just a neat opportunity that was presented to us, and we're going to try to take advantage of, and being able to get some of our improve some of our grass genetics and see how they do. The cows are continuing to eat some of that stockpiled forage that we have baled up and made into silage bales, and so they're doing really well on that. They're definitely itching to have some green grass and be able to get out there and actually grazing again, but I think we're still probably a couple weeks away from that. Those silage bales that they're eating with our sorghum, they're wrapped in this plastic, and the reason why we do that is that seals out all of the oxygen, and that allows a fermentation process to happen. So just like in the big silos that are on the traditional dairy farm here in Wisconsin, we're taking that concept and applying it in a very small scale into these bales. So we wrap them, we bale them, wrap them in plastic immediately. That's a little bit wetter than we'd like for dry hay, so if we didn't do that, it would just completely rot out. But by wrapping them in this plastic, sealing out all the oxygen, the fermentation process can happen. Then the cows eat everything. They absolutely love them. They're super high quality forage, and the cows, something the cows really like. It's a lot easier for us as farmers. We don't have to find that period of dry weather, so that, you know, the 4 or 5 days that it takes to dry out hay, and we can just cut, bale, wrap, and if the cows like it, we're happy. So we've been doing that now for the last year or two, and it's really worked out well. The cows seem to really enjoy it, and then if the cows are happy and they do well on it, that makes for good beef, and that makes us happy. That's going to do it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed this one, taking a look at a few other aspects of our operation and seeing some of the cattle. We are getting closer and closer to spring. It's a beautiful day, and we're expecting beautiful weather all week. So really happy to have that warm weather back, and hopefully things will start turning green really soon. So until we see you next time, take care.